Welcome to Soaps HQ. I'm Sophia with the latest soap spoilers and update. Let's go. Hey everyone. What if I told you Victor Newman is finally putting love ahead of revenge? What if Sharon is about to deliver heartbreaking news that could shake the Newman family all over again? And what does a major creative change behind the scenes mean for the future of the young and the restless? We've got a lot to talk about today. So stay with me because some of these developments could completely reshape Genoa City over the next several weeks. I'm Sophia, and you're watching Soaps HQ, your home for daily soap news, spoilers, recaps, and fan discussions. If you love The Young and the Restless, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and join our amazing community because we're here every day talking about everything happening in Genoa City. Now let's get into it. Today's stories aren't just about romance. They're about second chances, difficult choices, family loyalty, and the possibility that several longtime storylines are about to move in completely different directions. Victor and Nikki finally hit the reset button. Let's start with the biggest headline. Victor and Nikki are trying something we honestly haven't seen from them in a while, a genuine fresh start. After everything they've endured, especially Nikki's recent health crisis, Victor finally seems willing to slow down and focus on what truly matters. Nikki encourages him to let go of old grudges, and honestly, I think she's absolutely right. Victor has spent so much time trying to control every situation that sometimes he forgets the people he's supposedly protecting. Seeing him apologize and choose his marriage over another battle feels refreshing. Now, do I believe everything will stay peaceful forever? Probably not. This is Victor Newman we're talking about. Drama tends to find him, or maybe he finds the drama. Still, I really hope the writers allow this relationship to breathe for a while, because Eric Braeden and Melody Thomas Scott always shine when Victor and Nikki are united instead of constantly fighting. I wouldn't be surprised if this fresh start becomes the emotional center of the Newman family over the coming weeks. Sharon faces one of her hardest conversations. Next comes another emotional storyline. Sharon has heartbreaking news to share with Noah regarding Nick's latest setback. Whenever Sharon has to deliver painful news, you know emotions are going to run high. The Newman family has faced crisis after crisis, but these moments often remind us why they're one of the strongest families on daytime television. I'm expecting some very emotional performances here. Noah has always wanted to help his family, and learning that Nick is struggling again won't be easy. I also think this could pull several family members back together just when everyone seemed to be drifting apart. Sometimes tragedy has a strange way of reminding everyone what really matters. Matt Clark has regrets. Now let's talk about Matt Clark. He's trying to apologize to Sienna. The question is he too late? Personally, I think trust is much harder to rebuild than people realize. An apology is important, but actions matter much more. Sienna has every reason to be cautious. If Matt truly wants another chance, he's going to have to prove he's changed instead of simply saying the right words. I'm interested to see whether the writers give him a genuine redemption story or whether this becomes another example of someone realizing the consequences only after they've already lost everything. Trouble already for Matt and Phyllis. Speaking of Matt, things don't exactly look stable with Phyllis either. After celebrating their future together, Phyllis wakes up wondering where Matt has disappeared to. Honestly, nothing about that sounds reassuring. This is Phyllis we're talking about. She notices every little detail. If something feels off, she's going to investigate until she uncovers the truth. I expect plenty of suspicion, confrontations, and maybe even another twist that nobody sees coming. Phyllis has survived countless betrayals over the years. Because of that, she rarely ignores warning signs. Whether Matt deserves her trust remains one of the biggest questions moving forward. Cain and Lily continue their complicated dance. Let's move over to Cain and Lily. Fans have been waiting for movement here, and we're finally getting it. Lily continues setting healthy boundaries while Cain tries to reconnect. I actually like this approach. Too often on soaps, couples forgive each other overnight. Real relationships don't work that way. Lily has every reason to protect herself. At the same time, the chemistry between these two hasn't disappeared. It's still there. You can feel it. I'm sure many fans are hoping they'll eventually reunite. The bigger question is whether both of them have truly changed enough to avoid repeating old mistakes. That's what makes this storyline interesting. Nikki's health still matters. Even though Victor and Nikki are celebrating a new beginning, Nikki's health remains an important part of the story. Sometimes a health scare changes your priorities. That's exactly what seems to be happening here. Victor appears to appreciate Nikki more than ever. Instead of focusing on revenge, he's focusing on family. I hope that continues because personally, I enjoy seeing Victor as a protective husband just as much as I enjoy seeing him as the ruthless businessman. The biggest news behind the cameras. Now let's talk about something that could affect every storyline we've discussed. CBS has announced that Dan O'Connor and Jamie Giddens will become the show's new co-head writers, replacing longtime head writer Josh Griffith. That's huge news. Whenever new writers step in, fresh ideas usually follow. Sometimes characters receive brand new directions. Sometimes forgotten relationships suddenly become important again. Sometimes longtime rivalries finally reach satisfying conclusions. I'm cautiously optimistic. A creative change like this can breathe fresh energy into a long-running soap. Of course, we'll have to wait and see exactly what direction they choose. But it's definitely one of the biggest behind-the-scenes developments fans have seen in quite some time. Looking ahead. So where does everything go from here? I think Victor and Nikki's renewed commitment will face new challenges sooner rather than later. Sharon's difficult conversation could unite the Newman family during another emotional crisis. Matt still has a mountain to climb if he wants forgiveness from either Sienna or Phyllis. And Cain and Lily continue walking that fine line between moving forward and reopening old wounds. With new creative leadership arriving, I also expect some surprising twists before summer comes to an end. That makes this an exciting time to be watching The Young and the Restless. Sometimes change is exactly what a daytime drama needs. Those are the biggest Young and the Restless news stories and spoilers making headlines right now. What do you think? Do you believe Victor and Nikki can finally stay happy? Should Sienna forgive Matt? Are you rooting for Cain and Lily to reunite? And what are your expectations for the show's new head writers? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments because I always enjoy reading your theories. If you enjoyed today's spoiler roundup, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Soaps HQ, and share it with your fellow soap fans. You can also follow Soaps HQ on YouTube and all our social platforms for more daily soap news, breaking updates, spoiler discussions, and weekly recaps. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.